Hello, Tony Walker here, and got a new video for you. It's been a while since I've made any videos, but going into 2018, and it's a pretty day outside, and been working in the yard, so I thought I'd come down to the building and try to make a few new clips of some things I've been meaning to get around to. I looked back and I was thinking that I made a 2017 EDC update, but it seems like more time has passed than I realized, so the last update that I gave for an EDC was in 2016. And then there was one other EDC video before that, which probably would have been towards the beginning of the YouTube channel, probably 2014. So just thought it'd be a opportunity to make a new video of sorts. As you can see, several things have not changed over the last few years, but there has been a few things that have. We'll just go from left to right, no particular order. This has probably been mentioned on a video before, but this is a Maxpedition key holder. Very simple. Velcros. It's got another Velcro thing right there. If the back of your belt has the loop on it, then the hook will attach to it. But I usually just leave it closed like that and just run my belt through it, and a good place to keep your keys if you don't want to put them in your pockets. So that's remained constant the last few years. Surefire Pen. This has been in several videos, EDC videos. You can check out the other videos to see a full review on that. But it has lasted or been a constant. You can put in whatever refills you want. It's got a screw in there where you can adjust the screw that goes down in here, so you can put different size refills, so you're not confined to one particular brand or style of refills. And it's held up well. For a little while, I tried carrying a cheap brand fountain pen around. That way, you don't want to lose it or anything. A brand called Jinhao, Janhao. It's $4 or $5 fountain pens you can get from China. It just takes forever for the shipping, or you can get them on Amazon Prime for $7 or $8. So not very expensive as far as a fountain pen goes. But the problem with the Jinhao pens, and the reason I just pretty much stopped using them and never even made a video of them, is the converter that you put the ink in. The ink would get stopped up, and then you'd have to shake it forever to get it going, or take the converter out, twist it, and get some air in it, and it just ended up being more trouble than it was worth. There was one that was black and silver that I used, but I ended up just not even fooling with it. So what Luminox watch, I ended up selling this Luminox back in 2000, I don't know, 15 maybe, 14, 15, somewhere in there, probably 15, and wanted to get an Apple Watch, so I sold my Luminox to get an Apple Watch and used it for a couple years. Never made an actual video about it. Pretty well-known device, so you can find plenty of things online about it, but used it for a while, and then I don't know, hard to explain, but a couple months ago just got into one of these routines, one of these ruts where you just get tired of technology, you get tired of electronics. And I told my family the other day, half joking, I said, if it's got a LCD or LED screen, I just want to throw it out the window and just get back to more simple ways. So anyway, didn't go quite that far, but I did sell my watch and went back to old trusty. So there's a video of this from several years ago. Ordered the exact same thing, so it was kind of like going back to what you're used to. One slight difference that I did notice is on the first Luminox I had, the hardware and the this thing that turns, it was more of a not silver is not the right word, but a gray color, a matte finish, dark gray color. And one thing I noticed as soon as I opened this is that this had more of a matte black finish. There is a little bit of shine to it, but it is polished, or I don't know if polish is the right word, but you can see it's got some brushed is what I'm thinking of. So you can see it's stainless steel, but it's a brushed black finish. And then on the turning thing right here, it's a dark color as well. Ordered it off Amazon knowing that it wouldn't come with the same warranty, but it is significantly cheaper when you do that, so that's what I did. You can see the knife, it has stayed the same, the Benchmade Griptilian, and it's held up well. Haven't put it through strenuous use really, but it's been the constant companion. The only thing is the belt clip, the clip is got some wear to it, but otherwise held up good. Same Surefire flashlight, it's the same one. I've made a video on this maybe in the last year or so. I think I called it at least my perfect EDC flashlight from Surefire, and you had to make it myself. What it is it's a backup body, a backup tactical tail cap, and then a one-cell defender head. And so what makes this so unique is that it operates in a way I was not expecting it to. With a defender head, which is usually high first, low second, with a light momentary press you can get low, a heavy momentary press you get high, a turn you get constant low, turn it further and you get a constant high. And I rambled on and on and on the video about this, what made that so unique, but it's because I wasn't expecting it to operate that way. Surefire has came up with a lot of new lights in the last few years, but I've just kept this one. There are several Surefire lights on these videos that you may have seen before, but it was more just a buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, trade, sell, buy, sell type deal. But this is the one that has remained a constant companion. Maxpedition wallet, I think I've got some videos on these. There's the skinny wallet, the bigger wallet, and then one I think they call a rat pack or something like that. So there's several things on these, but I use this usually if I don't want to carry something big in my wallet, maybe usually on the weekend. This is something I'm going to make a more detailed video about this, but my wife found this back during the summer on Amazon. There was like a journal day where a lot of leather products were on sale really cheap, and while this wasn't made specifically for a journal, it was made for a passport. I like the idea of this because it has space for three cards. You got one right there, one right there, one right there. You can slip some things down in there. There's a pocket right here. There's also a pocket in the back you can put right there. And what I did, got room, put a little gospel track, and it took some cutting, but what I did is I took a moleskin journal, got brown to match the brown, and I trimmed off about, a third of an inch there and a third of an inch there, and so that way it slides in this, what would normally be for a passport. And so when I'm doing my weekly duties, if I need to make a note of something I don't want to forget, I can turn in there, make a note of stuff I need to do during the week. Make a note of stuff I need to do during the week, and then so I can grab it and have my check card and credit card and driver's license, some contact cards, and if I have any receipts or anything, I can stash that back there. So that was a pretty good deal. I'll make another video about it, showing the box that came in and all. But while they do make wallets to fit these moleskin journals, they're in my opinion, overpriced. And then especially if you go looking for a leather one, they're extremely overpriced. And if you're looking for a leather one that's more than a cover, but an actual wallet and cover, I mean, it's my opinion, just ridiculous. So so this was a nice find on Amazon when they had that leather journal cover sale back during the summer. All right, so here we go. Going into 2018, here's an EDC update. If you got any questions about any of these things, you can feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll see the comment, I'll approve the comments, and then I'll respond publicly. Several of these things, there are videos going back to the last year, sometimes 3-4 years. You can check out the videos of those on well. So a quick review. This has stayed the same. This has stayed the same. I started out with this back 4 years ago, sold it a few years ago to get an Apple Watch, got tired of the Apple Watch and trying to de-technify or de-tech a little bit, and went back to something more basic and went back to what I started with. The Griptilian has remained the same. This has remained the same, but is used primarily for evenings and weekends. And this is the one that that has been more of the work companion. And then the custom Lego Surefire flashlight, half defender, half backup, 1 cell, low, high flashlight. Don't know that I'll ever give up on this anytime soon, mainly because I don't know that there's a flashlight now that fits the same characteristics with the defender, the 1 cell, the 2-way pocket clip, and especially the momentary low. Because 9 times out of 10, if I'm using this, I don't need a constant high first like most of the defender flashlights and the tactical flashlights. Most you know, us armchair tactical people, we use low 9 times out of 10, but to be able to get directly to high, that's what makes, you know, this so attractive, that I probably won't ever part with that, at least for any time soon, mainly because you can no longer get these things, and sometimes the story is about Surefire engineering changing the way the electronics in the head work. May not be guaranteed if I got a new Defender head that it would even work in that same way. So there you go. As all my videos, way too long. That some people mention that in the comments, sometimes jokingly, sometimes with vulgar language. Those comments do not get approved. But for those who enjoy watching my videos of me ramble about various things, here's a new video for you. It's been quite a while. But gonna make a couple more, so give you something to watch for those who are interested. All right, take care. See ya.